Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis-Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Tigers' offense will... work first. And here comes Austin Simmons. He had a tough game in that loss last time out. 3 times he threw picks and only 1 touchdown pass. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to it?
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. You've got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Now here's Simmons. Forced out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Working on the right. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
That's impressive. I'll tell you, the quarterback, of course, he's left-handed, but that time he's rolling to his right. So it's not easy to be accurate throwing when you're running that way, but nice throw to get that completion.
They'll move the tight end. Throwing Simmons. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. And right down the middle. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
The board Bulldogs offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Well, Bothwell, he is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
Well, it's been a lot of fun to see this running back put up video game-type numbers early this year. But, guys, he has not played a run defense like this yet. This is his first real test of the season. He's going to have to be tough. He's going to have to break tackles, have great contact balance, and you got to hold on to the ball. We know this defense prides itself on creating fumbles and causing havoc. So we'll find out just how good this guy really is after this game.
Mississippi State going up-tempo. Taylor wants to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's got great speed. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Here's Simmons to throw. Flips it out in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Throws to the tight end. Got a wide open receiver. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll try the right side with Hardy. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Field goal is good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Pulls it and fires to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Taylor wants to throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
No doubt who the quarterback was going to on that play. Down close, by the goal line, there was only one dude that could make that play, and the quarterback found him.
And he tacked on the extra point. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season. The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's a give to Hardy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Simmons unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Hoping to move the chains. Missouri comes to the line on 4th. Offense changing the play. Now here's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Mississippi State going up tempo. Taylor wants to throw. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out the game.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. From out of his own end zone. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Let's go to the sideline at Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Missouri sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Simmons. Hit as he throws. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Might be calling a hot route. Throwing Simmons. He's going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now the Tigers will use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The kick is on its way. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. They'll They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Throws to the wideout. Rolls it in. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Taylor wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And the try is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was odd.
Turning it on! Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Motion from the wide receiver. On third down, here's Bothwell. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
On first down, it's Bothwell again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And here comes the offense on second down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time?
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Austin Simmons, a play fake. Pressure coming. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Bulldog. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The big thing now don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Here's Simmons to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll give it to Hardy. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Pocket breaking down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got some room to run. He takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Quarterback keeper. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the 3rd quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Bluff Bothwell again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, here's Bothwell. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quick strike complete. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. lets it fly. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the pummeling has started. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Simmons throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Austin Simmons firing again. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Taylor wants to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Simmons from the gun on third down. Finds his man. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They'll go with Hardy. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Throwing Simmons. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Simmons to the air again. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
QB draw. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
All right, well, we've seen this already on this drive before. Second time now, they go for it on 4th down, and they're able to get it running the football.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Here's Simmons to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your
going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that